coming into Musical Intelligence. I'm getting a new baby today. I ordered through 12th Fret in Toronto 5 weeks ago. It was quite an ordeal actually. A vintage Gibson. I'll be unboxing it with you. I just took delivery of it today. So I'm gonna see with you what kind of state it's in. If it survived shipping, the box is really clean so far. I haven't seen anything weird with the box. It's all good. So this should be a pre-1970 Gibson that does not have its original case. It came with a Japanese case, but luckily I have a few chainsaw cases downstairs, so it will be set up in a, no, I'm not gonna say brand new, but in a fairly clean chainsaw case from the 80s, from the late 70s, early 80s. Well, the case is not as bad as I thought it would be. Love the packing material. Right. So I'm gonna try to put this right way up. Am I? Sorry. Backwards. Alright. There we go. Gibson LP Deluxe Goldtop. Should be a 69. And it shouldn't have a headstock brake. And it should be a one-piece body. 12th Fret in Toronto sent me pictures of it. It looked pretty good in pictures. Hopefully it'll look as good in real life as it did on pictures. So far so good. Let's remove some crap. Got a few dings to be expected. It's a 69. I'm not expecting it to be perfect. Headstock didn't crack. Let me move a little bit of crap here so you can see the headstock. There we go. Yeah, that's it. So it's got a few modifications on it. I was aware of that when they sent it to me. So there's nothing new there. Some interesting modifications, I might add. There's a lot of paper too. So that's the case. Not a bad case. I've seen worse. Could have been a lot worse than this. All right, so let's get this close up. So the Goldtop's mostly there. A few nicks. Harmonica bridge that was drilled. So I will be returning this to status, depending how it sounds. Wow, that bridge is pretty clean. They told me that bridge came from a vintage L5 or L6 or something like that. From a vintage Gibson. I'll have to research it. But I'll probably still convert it back to vintage specs. Headstock. Logo is missing a little bit of paint and finish and veneer and stuff like that. I'm not overly worried about that. Oh yeah, forgot about that. No pancake. Just like the Tobacco Burst Deluxe that I got. No pancake. I've been looking for one of those for years. Really. So, mahogany neck. 3-piece. No volute as opposed to the small volute I had on my other one. There used to be a store sticker in the back. No made in USA stop. So far this is looking really good. Changed tuners. As opposed to my 70s Deluxe, these weren't changed at the factory because you can see the imprint from the old ones. So, and the unfilled holes. 12 fret told me those tuners are in good shape. I probably won't be messing around with those yet. Well, no brakes, survived shipping. I am assuming this was replaced. I don't think they were made out of metal in 69, but I could be wrong. So before I do the pickup crap, let's do the electronic crap. I'm going to move the case out of the way. Put it this way. Zoom in a little bit. Go here. Grab a screwdriver. Let's have a look at this. I won't be playing it this video. I want to check it out for myself before I do a video, make sure that all the electronics work. I just noticed pin here seems original. I've got a Dunlop strap. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let me take the screws out, then I'll show that to you. Let's do electronics first and I'll show you the strap buttons. All right, electronics. 1, 2, 3, 4, plate. I'll get it. Okay, that's one way to get it. All right, here we go. Now there's a B inside of this. Whoops, here we go. No clue what it means. Never seen that before. No pancake in routing. Vintage pots, vintage Prague capacitors. So it looks really good. It looks better than the tobacco burst when I got it. Let me go to the switch, which I always thought was original as well. Now the market has noticeably gone down this year. These used to go for almost 20K in cleaner shape than this, but they went up like crazy. Switch. So it looks legit. There's enough. I don't want to use corrosion, but there's enough verre de gris on it to prove that it's more than likely original. Is that? Oh, yep. Don't want to break that. So that's good. Oh, plate's going back on. It's checkered. There's no other way to say that. But it's a 69. It's a one-piece body 69. And unlike my tobacco burst, which is a one-piece body that we're not sure if it was factory made or employee made, this one is a true 69. Meaning it's a factory guitar with a factory serial number starting with 8, 6 digits starting with 8. So everything's kosher on this side. It's checkered. It's a slim neck, fairly slim neck. It's kind of hard to show how checkered it is, but it's zebra checkered. All the lines are parallel to the wood grain, all of them, without a fault. So it's the typical stuff you would see on a Deluxe or any Gibson from that era, with the harder nitro being used. and the lighter nitro being used. It's not a 10-pounder. It's moderately heavy and moderately light. It's lighter than my 70s Deluxe, that's for sure. In my 70s, probably over 9 pounds. It's substantial. I mean, you feel it. Now here's what I was talking about. This should be a Dunlop. It's a type of Dunlop that Jackson uses to hide in the wood cavity. So that's not vintage, and that's not even properly set up. That screw should be all the way in, and there should be a line inside of it on which to hook up the strap. So that I'll have to go, or I'll leave the Dunlop, find the right screw, fill in the wood, because that, from the size of this screw, you know this hole's been enlarged a lot. And here you got what seems to be the vintage button. Very shiny though, but it looks vintage. But I want to play it. Sorry about that. So I'll probably strap lock the crap out of this, just to be sure. Tuner's in good shape. Tuners are good. I'm not sure what I'll do with the tuners. Fretboard is nice and dark. True Deluxe. Let's go check. Before I go over the pickups, let's go check the truss rod department. I have a tool with me to check if the truss rod works. I'm assuming it does. Before I do the sound test video, I'll check it. Alright. And yes, there is a truss rod. So that works. And it's clean too. Let's do that again. Let's go here. It's not mangled at all. It's really sharp. All the ridges are really, really clean. Really clean. So that's a good sign. Let's put this back on. The neck feels a lot like my 91 Custom, the one that says not for sale, which is another video I did. So it's going to be really comfortable to play. I'm really happy about that. I've got fairly small hands, so I'm not a big fan of chunky, really chunky baseball bat necks. I like them a little slimmer, so it's easier for me to get around to it. So I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to copy paste the second part where we look inside the cavities. So see it in about half a second in video time, 15 minutes for me. Alright, so this is the part I probably hate the most out of everything. I'm going to try to get as close as I can. I'll probably have to lift the guitar so you can see any kind of crap out of this. So let me lower this for a second. I apologize for the motion sickness. Alright. So you can see the neck tenon. I'm trying to position the mic, the humbucker so you can see something. Like this. So here's the neck tenon. It's fairly long. It's probably not the longest it could be. You can see the bottom is definitely gold. Same with the other one. So it's always been a Goldtop. It's not a refinished guitar. It's not a return to sender to have it redone. There's no markings. Nothing weird. This foam is, oops, this is the foam I got under the pickups to keep them in place. This is way overkill. I mean, this is effing crazy. Butts are nice and loose. So no breaks. As advertised, there's no deceptions. It looks like it did in the pictures. Let me zoom in a little bit as far as I can. All right, let's reposition this bad boy. So, trying to get you to see that without scratching the guitar. Nope, the other way. So the neck tenon's all the way here. You can see there's a little bit of a gap, so it could have been longer. It gets the job done, I guess. Looks smoother, kind of, than the neck tenon on my Tobacco Deluxe, which is a true transitional neck tenon, which, like I said, probably dates up to 70, so a little bit later than this. Not sure if the pots are the buttons could be original. They look original. The finger bleeders probably are. Essentially that's it. I'm happy with this purchase. It's gonna be a good investment. At the price I got it for, which I'm not gonna tell you, was definitely lower than it would have been a year and a half ago, even 2 years ago. They definitely came down in price. For the price I got this one, I'm not even sure I'd be able to afford a pancake Goldtop. And again, like I said, this is a one-piece body with a three-piece neck. So that's gonna be it for now. I'll put it back together. Next video in a few days is gonna be me playing it as it is right now. And then I'll be sending it to the luthier to have the bridge worked on, because I want to return it to screwing the wood posts. So I'll have to put some dowels in to plug the holes and then re-drill for the bridge that should be on this guitar. And I'll probably pick a locking bridge like I did the Tobacco Deluxe. Other than that, there'll be less work involved in this guitar than there was in the Tobacco, because there's more of it that's original. But I'm confident it'll be just a ringer, just like the other one is. So, welcome to Musical Intelligence. Hope you enjoyed this. And see you in the next video for a sound test of this beauty. Bye.